Happy Thursday, everyone. It's so good to see you on this gray and dreary day. Hey, that rhymed. What do you know? Well, this week is the story of Nehemiah and rebuilding the walls. Something you don't want to miss is Nehemiah's prayer. This could be for you or for your students, but notice the layout of his prayer. He starts off with praise. He transitions in praying for others, not himself. He commits, he is humble, and he confesses what they are doing wrong, recognizing that the body of believers is community. Then he focuses on God's promises and says, hey God, you have promised these things to our people. But notice it's not, hey God, you promised to make me rich. It's you've promised your people these certain things to be distinct, to be set apart, and so forth. And then finally, he prays for himself that God would allow him to have favor in front of the king. And you know the story. It's a long story, but we truncate it rather quickly. So I encourage you as you do that. I also want to talk a couple things regarding our safety and emergency procedures. If any of you are interested, there is a meeting this Tuesday night at 7 p.m. in F112. And we are actually going to have some police give us a brief overview of generalized things. And then we here at church will be working on a more comprehensive plan for our different areas. But I did want to clarify a couple things because we haven't done this in a while. Number one, we are on lockdown. Obviously, parents cannot check out children without a tag. If there's an issue, we can reprint them a tag or have them verified, which is fine. But that way strangers don't end up with kids that they shouldn't have. Secondly, upstairs where we don't have a security desk that is manned constantly, all the doors are locked. So when you're teaching in your Bible class, just shut your door, it's locked. No one can come in or come out unless they go through you and you let them in, or me and I have a key. Downstairs, we actually have security desks at both ends, plus a police officer in the hallway, so your area is locked down as well. And if you needed further lockdown, then you close the top portion of your door as well. Should there ever be a fire alarm, we would like to evacuate to the soccer field. So look for the safest way to evacuate to the soccer field. The benefit of having the digital check-in system is that we can see everyone who has checked in online. So we will have those records with us as well. But just giving you a heads up, things to consider. Hopefully we'll never need them, but just in case, think how you might do that. And then lastly, we're kind of doing a little public relations push here for children's ministry, in that I want people who don't have kids and maybe have never even stepped over into the education wing to know that we're not doing childcare. This isn't drop your kid off and they're going to play and then pick them up and go home. We actually have programming, and depending on the age level, the depth of the program continues to grow. But you, as volunteers, you're stakeholders. You are making a difference in eternity today, which is pretty incredible. And I think our parents, our grandparents, people who don't have kids, they need to know that. And anyway, so that's up and coming. You'll notice some PR from the big screen. Well, have a wonderful weekend. See you on Sunday. It's supposed to be beautiful.